Hey guys, Video Watcher here. Today I'm bringing you a video. It's sort of about cars. It's not about video games. I've been on the internet recently, or I've always been on the internet recently, but more specifically I've been on Yahoo Answers a lot. And for the past few months there have been people asking how to use paddle shifters because the car came with paddle shifters but they don't know how to use them. Well, since I've driven manual transmission before, paddle shifters is just like stick shift, except there's no clutch and there's no first through fifth or sixth gear movement if the car came with 6 gears. Now, I'm not a multitasker, so I'm gonna basically explain everything before I actually do it. Basically, when you're upshifting, the most common question is there a recommended shift point? Honestly, to be honest, there is. I mean, it's like how the car's ECU is set up. You basically, if you want, you basically shift between 2,000 and 3,000 RPMs, but in reality, you can shift whenever you want. Like, if I'm just going for a cruise, I'd be shifting around 2,500 RPMs, 3,000 at the most, but you know, if I want to, like, you know, have fun, I'd be shifting around like 4,000 or 5,000, or if I'm, you know, doing stuff with friends, I'd actually shift at red line. So there's really no recommended shift point, or it's just personal preference. Like I said, you could basically shift at any RPMs, and but I don't know if it's with this car or if it's with any other paddle shifters. Not sure if it's with exotics also, but first gear, when you go wide open throttle, you have to tap on the paddle shifter at around 5,500 RPMs, because there's about a 1 second lag depending on how much throttle you're putting in. So I give you wide open throttle, and I have to shift at 5,500 because the car's transmission will shift at exactly at red line. And downshifting, it's like the same thing. All you have to do is, you know, tap on the minus on the paddle shifter whenever you want. But after playing with it for a few weeks, I realized that if you were to downshift from anywhere above 2,000 RPMs, the car will jolt. Now, to prevent that jolting, or to decrease the feeling of the jolt, I realized that you have to downshift at either below 2,000 RPMs while braking, or you have to, if you're downshifting at above 2,000 RPMs, you have to brake first, and then as soon as you downshift, you have to ease off the brakes. Basically, you have to time it, because even if you ease off the brakes, if you get the timing wrong, if you don't ease off the brakes while the transmission is downshifting, you'll still get the jolting feeling. So it's just something that you have to learn to get used to, or learn how the timing is, because for me, the same thing happened to me. I tried downshifting while braking, and I felt the jolt completely. Like, it was obvious to me. So it took me a while to actually get used to what the timing was. But in the end, I still, after driving through the mountains many times, I finally, you know, got the timing between the transmission shift and the time when I have to ease off the brakes and then continue braking. Let's see, what else is there? Oh, and for Lexus, you have both the paddle shifters and the gear shifter, which I know some cars don't. Some cars only have the gear shifter to, you know, put into sports mode, and then, you know, shift upwards to plus for upshift, and press or shift to the minus to downshift. But the thing is, you can use both paddle shifters and your gear shifter if your car comes with both. So now that I'm, you know, done talking about, like, you know, the basics, I'm gonna now show you what it looks like. So I'm starting off in second, because honestly, in first, the gear ratio is just basically way too short in first gear. If I were to wide open throttle in first, I have to basically upshift again within 3 seconds. So that's why I always start in second. Okay, so now we're going. And I apologize if you get a little bit dizzy from looking at the main screen, because honestly, after I watched a few videos of people mounting the GoPros literally on the steering wheel and then turning around, I sort of got a little bit dizzy. But yeah, if it happens, then I'm super sorry about that. So now I'm at 3,000 RPMs, upshift into third. So if you guys heard that lag right there, that was the lag. So now 2,000 RPMs, upshift into fourth. And now when I want to brake, downshift, I'm not stepping on the brakes, it just downshift, right? And then I can downshift again, and then I start braking. That's because I didn't accelerate like at all. And I will show you guys later what I mean by you have to use off the brakes while downshifting. So right now I'm at 3,500 RPMs, upshift into third, and then third gear, upshift into fourth again. So as you guys seen before, I upshifted at 3,500, and then later on I upshifted between 2,500 and 3,000 RPMs. So now if I wanted to downshift, so say I rev it all the way up to 2,500, brake, downshift, ease off the brakes, and continue braking. Again, brake, downshift, ease off the brakes, and then brake again to prevent the jolting. So now I'm in fourth gear, 2,000 RPMs, upshift once again. I'm now at, if I'm just, not giving it gas, I'm at 1,700 RPMs. If I'm giving it gas, then I'm around 2,000 RPMs. So now I'm coming up to a red light, brake, downshift, ease off the brakes, brake, downshift, ease off the brakes. And yes, I did go over the speed limit, but I was just, showing you guys. There's no cars in front of me, and that's why I did that. For some strange reason, a Porsche came up to me and started tailgating me, and that's why I decided to accelerate a little bit and switch lanes. I, for one, do not like people tailgating me, especially the ones that drive exotics. I mean, I don't know why, but they have more power than me, so they could easily pass me. So I don't know why that guy was, on my butt. And he just gave me a look. I know I shouldn't, screw around with him, but whatever. We're in traffic anyway, so he can't speed up. So like I said, this is just like stick shift, and now you guys might understand why, because honestly, if it was a stick shift car, I could be doing the same thing. I could be keeping it in the same gear while basically revving it like crazy. So if you guys heard back there, I was, giving it gas a few times while staying in the same gear. So that basically wraps up the video. If you guys have any questions, comments, feel free to let me know. I'm pretty sure I can answer most of the questions, if not all, to the best of my ability. So yeah, if you guys like this video, please like and comment. If you guys want, or if you guys don't want to, no need to subscribe. If you want to because I helped, then feel free to. No obligations, obviously. And yeah, for those of you guys who don't, or who need to know how to, or want to know how to learn manual, or not manual, I'm sorry, power shifters, I hope you guys find this video, very helpful. And to the rest of you, I will see you guys later.